Kelly, great to see ya! It's time for a very special segment we're calling Fantasy Football Advice with Kelly. That's me if you didn't know, and that is my actual signature behind me, so don't steal it. It's that time of year, and before diving into crock pots of chili, endless brats, and potato salad, you need to pick your fantasy football team. Well, friends, you have come to the right place because I'm a seasoned vet at this, and when I say seasoned vet, I mean that last year was my rookie year in fantasy football, and I came in last place in the Midco SN Office League. But I will say our league has a very high RPI. It's all sports people, and that makes me feel better when I say that. But hey, I'm a competitor. I'm never satisfied. So what did I do? I had an outstanding offseason. I really hit it hard. I was in the film room. I was meeting with coaches. I was talking to players, and I'm really ready to bring it this year. So I figured that I would lend some of my knowledge to all of you, hence the tweet asking if you guys had any questions. So first, I'll address those. The Park Scallion said, hello. Hi. Well, hi. I have a keeper question. Which three should I keep? Le'Veon Bell, and that would involve giving up a first rounder, Brady 5th, Freeman 6th, Ajayi 11th, or Dak 15th. Thanks. Well, thank you. It's quite obvious that you have to keep Le'Veon Bell, even though you're sacrificing a first rounder. Freeman for a 6th and Ajayi are steals. No need to keep the quarterbacks unless you have a 2 QB league or some strange point system that rewards passing touchdowns for double points or something. So thank you, Park Scallions. Good luck on the draft. Matt Storrow, coach of Sioux Falls Post 15 East Axe. Biggest sleeper in the draft. Ready, set, go. P.S. Currently drafting, so make it quick, huh? Well, Matt, all I can say is I hope your draft went well. I'm fashionably late here by about 20 hours, but I'll still give you an answer. This might shock you, but what about the Falcons' Tevin Coleman? He plays in a high-powered offense where he quietly had 11 touchdowns in a backup role last year and isn't going until the mid-rounds. Great value, even though he's not the featured back. And his value skyrockets if Devontae Freeman would happen to miss any time. Our next question comes from our very own Midco Sports Tonight co-producer Joey Beltram, aka @BeltramMidcoSN. Joseph asks, hey Kelly, can I trade you my second and third round picks to move up and get your second overall pick? I really want to get Mitchell Trubisky this year. Well, Joe, I'm going to have to think about that, but not really. I'm sure Mitchell Trubisky will win an MVP and a Super Bowl trophy someday, but I don't think this is his year. However, I'm really liking the leverage I have on this trade offer. We'll see. Probably not. And finally, maybe you already have a depth chart. Maybe your roster is set and you don't think you need my help. But if you take anything away from this segment, let it be my fantasy football keys to success. Now, these were especially formulated after specific mistakes I may or may not have made last season. Kind of embarrassing, because it's all about learning, you know? It's not a loss, it's a lesson. Or maybe it's both. It's usually both. Anyways, the first key is download the app. Maybe you have an iPhone. Maybe the iPhone is only 16 gigs, and maybe you ignore all of those storage warning notifications, okay? We've all been there, right? Well, when prioritizing what apps to delete and keep, might be a good idea to keep your fantasy football app. I didn't, because, I don't know, you need it. This may sound elementary to you, but sometimes people forget, you know, and sometimes you don't want to delete Spotify or SoundCloud. All right, I like to call this next key, clear eyes, full starting lineup, can't lose, which technically you still can lose, but studies show your chances of losing are greater if your starting lineup isn't full, even though I still beat David Brown when my starting lineup wasn't full. Might be a little elementary again, but these things called bye weeks are dangerous. They can hurt you if you don't pay attention. So maybe, I don't know how to say this, don't start Aaron Rodgers during the Packers bye week. I mean, knowing that guy, he'd still find a way to score points for the team, but we can't all have A-Rod on the squad, and I will be taking him second pick. So yeah, I think the coaching phrase that applies here is control what you can control. It's what Bubba Schweikert said. How many times have we heard that? Well, this is exactly what that's for. Here, these NFL players are suiting up or not suiting up to play a physical 90-minute game, and you can't even exercise your fingertips to make roster changes. Don't give me that. Push through and make sure you have a full starting lineup. And finally, perhaps the best key, don't come in last. It's kind of like that hypothetical thing, if you're getting chased by a bear, do you have to be the fastest? No. You just have to be faster than one other person. Same thing in fantasy football. You don't have to outrun the bear. Just outrun your friend. That's all for Fantasy Football Advice with Kelly today. Thanks for joining me. In just under 5 minutes, you're already smarter. And if you're not, you can't get those 5 minutes back. Sorry. Best of luck to all of you in week 1. When we come back, it's football on the west side, and Midco SM will be there to cover it. Jason Andera gives us a preview of the Midco Rushmore Bowl. We'll be right back.